Hi guys, it's Friday. It's time to go through some of the homeworks that I assigned this week. The very first one here is features of a circle from its graph. So I've copied the circle so we can look at the questions in the circle at the same time. It says, what is the center of the circle? Well, if you look here, you can kind of tell by where the diameters would be. But if you couldn't tell from that, you can easily, it's multiple choice. Try them out. Negative 6, 1 is way over here. That is definitely not the center of the circle. 3, negative 1, that certainly looks like a major candidate. Negative 1, negative 6 looks like it's on the circle. And negative 1, positive 3 is definitely not the center of the circle. So the center of the circle is clearly 3, 1. Now, sure enough, negative 1, negative 6 is, the circle passes through the point negative 1, negative 6, as I just said. And so we know that this point right here is on the circle. And we know that the center is right here. And so therefore, that is our radius. That's r. And we want to know how long that is. Well, it's back to Pythagorean's theorem. So as we make our little right triangle here, so we're at negative 1. We go down to negative 6. That means this is 5 units. We're at negative 1. We end up at 3. That makes this is 4 units. So we're just doing Pythagorean's theorem again. 4 squared plus 5 squared is my radius squared. That's 16 plus 25, which is a total of 41, is my r squared. So I take the square root of 41. So what is the length of the radius? The length of the radius is the square root of 41. All right, next one. Again, let's make a copy of our circle, just again for the convenience of having it where we can see it. So there it is. All right, we'll scroll up here a little bit. There's our picture. It says, where is the center of the circle? Again, you can it looks to me like it's going to be 5, negative 3. Looks like that's going to be the middle. And sure enough, that is one of the options, but you can clearly look at 3, negative 1. That's not the middle. 5, negative 3 certainly looks like it is. Negative 3, that's going that way. There's no, the negative 3, 5, I didn't even get it in a picture. It's up here. And then 3, 1, 3, 1 appears to be on the circle, so it's clearly 5, negative 3. Now again, here we go again. We want the radius. So again, what did we say? We said we want the radius. So we know the center is at 5, negative 3, right there. And we have the point 3, 1, which is clearly on the circle. So right there is my radius. So again, we're going to make ourselves a little right triangle. This is the point 5, negative 3. This is the point 3, 1. So this is 2 units because we go 2 units to the left. And then we're at negative 3 and we go up to 1. So this is 4 units. So here we go again. Pythagorean's theorem, 2 squared plus 4 squared is r squared. 4 plus 16 is 20 is r squared. And so r is the square root of 20. Now, again, I would not leave my answer like that, although that is the choice they gave us. It's right here. They didn't simplify it. So we're going to pick that answer right there. All right. Just one more time, same thing. We're just going to keep repeating what we're doing here. I'm going to start by copying the circle. There it is. And again, I'm just copying it so that we can see it simultaneously. And I can draw a little bit. All right, where is the center? Well, to me, the center certainly looks like it's at 3, 2 is what I'm thinking, just by looking at what I think the diameters look like. Let's see what their options are. They go 2, negative 3. Nope, that's definitely not the center. Again, I think it is 3, 2. 3, negative 2, definitely not. And then 2, 3. It's a little closer, but clearly not correct. So it's 3, 2. Now it says 7, 6 is on the circle. So if you go to 7, 6, so 7, 6 is right there. That's the point 7, 6, 7, 6. And then we said 3, 2 is the center. So that's the point 3, 2. So that makes that our radius. And again, we're going to make a little right triangle here. So this being at 2, going up to 6, that means that is a change of 4. This being to 3 to 7 makes that a change of 4. Now, if we really wanted a quick answer here, this is a 45-45 right triangle. We should know the properties of 45-45. 45-45 says this is 4, this is 4, this is 4 root 2. Unfortunately, they don't give us 4 root 2 as an option because they didn't simplify this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up Pythagorean's theorem again. 4 squared plus 4 squared is r squared. 16 plus 16 is r squared. 32 is r squared. So we're dealing with the square root of 32. Now again, you should simplify that. They didn't, and that kind of bothers me a little bit, but they're choosing not to simplify it. So it's the square root of 32. All right, last one. Looks like we're doing the same thing every single time. Nothing really different or creative here. Just the same kind of question as they kind of drive home these ideas of where's the center and what's the radius. So, all right, again, to me, it certainly looks like the center is at negative 4, 6, which again is definitely one of our choices. Negative 2, 3 looks to be on the circle. Negative 4, 6 looks like the center. Negative 5, 7, at least it's inside the circle, but clearly not in the middle. And then positive 4 is way over here. This one doesn't even make sense. It's way down here. So I think we're pretty clear that it's at negative 4, 6. Let's actually zoom in on this one a little bit. Let's draw this. Let's make this a little bigger for ourselves. There we go. Okay, so clearly this center right here is negative 4, 6. Now, it says the point negative 2, 3 right here, negative 2. That's negative 2, 3. So there is our radius, the distance from the side of the circle to the center. We're going to make our little right triangle again, just like that. And so this is the change in the up and down. So this is my delta y. If you want to talk about slope ideas, that's my change in y. This is my delta x, my change in x, that's 2. So for the 4th time in a row, 2 squared plus 3 squared is r squared. That's 4 plus 9, that's 13 is r squared. So our answer is simply the square root of 13. So we have these two as our answers. All right, that one seems straightforward. I hope you understand. If you don't, as always, please, please, please ask questions.